In this lecture, we will discuss protection of rotor against earth fault and then protection of rotor against loss of excitation. We know that the rotor of a alternator carries a field winding and that field winding is supplied by a DC current. So this field winding of the rotor is not grounded and the core of the rotor is also not grounded. So if a fault occurs in the field winding, if a ground fault occurs in the field winding, then there is no closed path to complete the fault current. So a first earth fault in the field winding does not cause any flow of fault current. But if a second earth fault occurs, then what happens? There is a closed path available to flow the fault current in the rotor field winding. So what happen? The part of the rotor field winding gets short circuited. Due to this, only this much amount of winding is used to produce the flux in the air gap. This causes non-uniform field. This causes non-uniform field and which results in non-uniform torque on the rotor, and this causes vibrations in the rotor and also causes unbalanced voltage produced in the stator winding. So to avoid the vibrations in the rotor and unbalanced voltage production in the stator winding, a protection is provided to the rotor against earth fault. See here, this is the field winding of a present on a rotor, and here a DC voltage is obtained with the help of this bridge rectifier by using a auxiliary AC supply. So a DC voltage is continuously injected into the field winding through this overcurrent relay. Now what happens when a first earth fault occurs? Now see, there is a closed path available to flow this fault current. So a first earth fault on a rotor is detected with the help of these protections, and an alarm is sounded to indicate that there is a presence of first earth fault on the rotor. Now we will discuss protection of alternator against loss of excitation. Reasons for loss of excitation are loss of field to the exciter itself, tripping of the field circuit breaker, and loss of AC supply to the excitation system. See, under normal condition, the stator of a alternator feeds active power as well as reactive power into the grid through this transformer. But when the excitation current, that is DC field current, is equals to 0, that is when field winding loses its excitation, the current is 0, but still there is a mechanical power given to the rotor. Due to this loss in the field winding current, the rotor speeds get slightly increases, and due to this alternator runs as a induction generator. Alternator runs as induction generator, and due to this it fed active power to the grid but draws reactive power required for the operation of induction generator. The induction generator draws reactive power from the grid. So active power is feeding into the grid, but this induction generator draws reactive power from the grid. What happens due to this? The nature of impedance of a alternator that is, the impedance shifts from first quadrant to second quadrant, and thus change in impedance is detected by this Moore relay offset. This circle is the operating zone of the Moore relay. Whenever the locus of impedance comes into this operating region, the relay offset relay will operate.